Alright guys, today is October 15, 2025, and I will be doing a trade recap today. Today was a good day, at least for me, even though I did take an L. But for me, if I knew where the market move was and where it was targeting, I'll take it as a W, right? As a beginner, that's what I should be focusing on targeting where the moves are, right? So boom. um so yeah, um before anything, for pre-market, what was I looking at? For pre-market, we had these fair value gaps. This was from yesterday's trade, right? We have this fair value gap. We are disrespecting bearish, right? Disrespected it here on this move up and continued higher. We have a bullish, right? But we are overall on a bigger displacement lower. But honestly, I think we're moving higher, right? And then on the hourly, oops, same thing. All right, we have this bullish gap. We filled our weekly opening gap. We have our 1 hour bullish that got respected, and then we're disrespecting this bearish. So overall, I'm very bullish, right? But and also we are delivering from sell side. We're delivering from sell side, right? Even here, they're delivering from sell side to go higher. So yes, we could possibly go down, hit another retrace like this, so like around here, and then continue higher. So around these fair value gaps. I'll mark out the hourly. Oh yeah, here. Oh, wait. 4 hour right here. Boom. Right, overall bullish. We can also be bearish. We just gotta look for that. And so yeah, let's just get into it. So opening price, I'm gonna pull up ES because we had a lot of SMTs. Yeah, I'll just show it when I see it or when I remember where it is. But yeah, so boom, market opens, we displace lower, and what did I see? We sweep this. Wait, hold on. Boom, boom. We sweep these lows, right? Right now we're sweeping these lows. We also have this low that's been swept and this low. Oh, right. And then on here for ES, let's go on the 5. We did not sweep this low, so we had a bullish SMT. So I really like that. Right at this moment, we have a bullish SMT. So I said, okay, perfect. Now we can try to look for longs, right? And so I just wait for an inverse. We have a 1 minute to inverse. No 2 minute, obviously no higher time frame. So boom. We just have to inverse this gap, right? Wait for it, and boom, on this candle we closed. I entered on the next one, and then I was just targeting 1-to-1s. So this low to the 1-to-1 to this high, basically relatively equal highs, I would say. So I had pretty good targets and a stop loss, and about a minute or two later we get stopped. So boom, that's 800 down on the day. So I said, man, we have this bullish SMT, I really want to trade, right? And so boom, I waited for this re-sweep, and then a inverse again. There's a one on the 1 minute, 2 minute, not really, 3, 4, none. So another 1 minute displacement, inverse, and it's a pretty good candle closure. Like, it's way above the inverse. So I said, okay, this is the final move. Let's hit our. So once I placed this, which was there somewhere, boom, I entered off this wick, and then it just closed me literally like seconds after when I entered. And keep in mind, I haven't placed my stops to the low yet, which I'm kind of glad I did it now, because we continued lower, I believe. Yeah, so lower, so thank God. But that's another 800. In my head, I'm like, this is such a good confluence to go longs. For this though, we did have a bearish SMT, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, so boom. So with this high, we swept it, and then this high, we were just on it. Like, I guess you can say we swept it, but I consider this an SMT. So it's a bearish SMT. That's why we moved so much. But then again, we had the SMT here. We still have it actually. But at the moment, we, like, at this candle, I think it was a higher SMT now. So boom. Or not. But I still consider this an SMT. Wait, hold on. Oh, we just wicked it. Well, I think this was with the next 5 minutes. But at this point, at this time, we have a SMT with these, right? And so boom, I was like, perfect. Yeah, so I wait for an inverse here. There's no inverse, there's no 1 minute inverse. So I wait for a 2, no 2 minute, no 3 minute, no 4 minute. Oh no, no 5 minute, but there was a 4 right here. This was a pretty risky trade, but we had this SMT, and it was going with our favor and our liquidity, our draw on liquidity. So we had this inverse here, so I wait for a candle to close above that, and right here we closed, and then I just entered off that, right? And so boom, this trade was going well already, but I entered off that. Stops at this low, I'm pretty sure. No, I was stopping here. Wait, what? 1 to 1. Oh, yeah, I was here. Because if we fill this, there's a possible, it's a possibility that we can go up or down, but I just didn't like to fill this and then continue higher. I feel like we had such a high volume and the momentum to be bullish, so I entered, and boom, the trade's going well. At this point though, I was extending my TPs, so my break even is this. Sorry, my break even is this on the account. So you know how our previous 2 trades we were down 800, and so this was our break even basically. And I was basically trying to target these hourly unfilled overall. We go to the 5. Yeah, I don't think, like, we had these, but I'm pretty sure that's what. Oh, it's literally my line. Yeah, perfect. So I was like, that's pretty good for me. So boom, I was extending it. At this point, right, Boom. At this point, I'm at break even, risk-free trade, and we're on the green. I'm just trailing now. So I'm trailing my TP. So like I'm extending it here, and then I'm trading my stops, which is really bad, honestly. And then at this point, we were up and down on this red line where my break even on the day was, right? Like we were chopping around it. And then I'm pretty sure around here is when I stopped at 850. Yeah, 850 candle. So around here, and I got stopped on this low, right? So I basically moved my profit stops to up there. If it lets me move it. Okay. To here. And then I got stopped right here. And so yeah, that was about 1-2 on the win. And I was like, damn, we're still on this bullish SMT. For ES, we are filling the 5-minute, and then we could continue higher. On NQ, we didn't fill it. So basically, I'm waiting for bullish. So here, we didn't inverse anything on ES, but we did move. We displaced higher, and I'm thinking, excuse me, damn, our targets could be higher. So I entered again, just a light risk, and then basically I gambled this, right? And we lost for I think 200 something, 268. And so yeah, that's my trade for today. And I was really happy with this, to be honest. You know, I read the market perfectly, where it wanted to go, our drawn liquidity, and man, when I tell you, during PM or like even lunch, I wanted to enter so bad. Like, I'm just gonna be transparent with you guys. Like, we inverse this 5-minute. You could have entered off here with still no drawdown to target the unfilled hourly right here that I was talking about earlier, right? The unfilled hourly or the 4-hour. We filled it, and then we continued higher. Like, you could have shorted here, been pretty good, to all the way here, or even this right here. I even marked this out during PM. We inversed this 5-minute, and then we continued higher to unfilled 5, which is here. That's why I marked it to an unfilled 5. That could have been pretty good too for a 1-to-1, I think, or even maybe less. Yeah, not a 1-to-1, but our stops would be here because it's a swing low. So it's a 1.5, 1 to 1.5, which was pretty good, but I'm not gonna stress over it. I'm just happy that I read the market right this morning, and I knew the drawn liquidity in the morning, and at that time, and I reacted correctly. I just I watched PB trading, and like I kind of trade their same system, and Blake and Patty actually took that same long on the early trades. They just manage risk way better than me, and it's something I gotta work on. Right now I'm using 10 contracts, and man, I'm not comfortable losing 800 at all. And so I'm gonna adjust it starting tomorrow, where I lose 500 at least, 500 per trade, not more. So I'll be on MNQ. And so yeah, that's it for the trade today. We are still up on the account 819. Here's our profits and losses for today. 4 trades, which is it's not the worst. Well, that is really bad, but I just had such high conviction and hope for our trade today, and it paid off. Obviously, we could have been break even on the day, but I was just trying to get to be green. A little greedy, but you know, it's okay. Anyways, that is my trade for today. I hope you guys took a W today, even if it's longs or going short. And so yeah, thank you guys. Peace.